Mushrooms. Do you remember that mushrooms belong to wildlife? They breathe, feed, grow, reproduce, and die. But fungi are different from plants and animals, so they were isolated into a separate group of living organisms. There are many different mushrooms on Earth. Have you seen mold on slices of bread, vegetables, jam? These are mushrooms. The yeast that people use to make kvass and bake bread is also mushrooms. Are you more familiar with mushrooms that grow under trees? They all have a hat, a leg, and a mushroom, which is hidden from us. Mushrooms can be found in the forest, in the park. For example, sieroweski, podberezoviki, porcini mushrooms, champignons. We do not see the main part of the mushrooms. It is hidden in the ground. This is a mycelium consisting of white thin threads. Mushrooms cannot do as a plant to produce their own food. The threads of the mycelium extract it from the moist humus-rich soil. Fungi are involved in increasing soil fertility. They process the remains of dead plants and animals, enriching the soil with humus. Often, the threads of the mycelium grow together underground with the roots of trees. The mycelium helps plants extract water from the soil, and trees share food with mushrooms, which they produce in the leaves. Such friendship is of great benefit to both mushrooms and trees. Many animals feed on mushrooms, for example squirrels, beavers, moose, voles, capercaillie. People also use edible mushrooms for food. These mushrooms need to be able to distinguish from poisonous ones. Edible mushrooms: porcini mushroom, chanterelle, aspen, sieroweska, ginger, champignon. Poisonous mushrooms. Red fly agaric, pale toadstool. Poisonous mushrooms are dangerous to human health. They must be able to distinguish from edible mushrooms. The red fly agaric is easily recognized by the red hat with white spots. A pale toadstool looks like a mushroom, but the mushroom has pink or purple plates under the hat, and the pale toadstool always has white plates. She also has a torn white pouch in the lower part of the leg, and a white ring in the upper part of the leg. The pale toadstool is the most poisonous mushroom. The children gather mushrooms, adults only. Collect only well-known edible mushrooms. Do not break off or cut off their legs. Carefully unscrew the mushroom from the mycelium, covering it with moss or leaves. Do not take old worm-eaten mushrooms. They can be poisoned. Do not collect mushrooms in city parks, near enterprises and highways. Harmful substances accumulate in them. Do not destroy poisonous mushrooms. They are eaten by some animals. Mushrooms listed in the Red Book are rarely found in nature. If you see such a mushroom, you can't pluck it. It is advisable to take a picture of it, remember the place, and report it to the Nature Conservation Society.